Hello there, and welcome to It's All Geek to Me, the pop culture chat show where geeks talk to other geeks about geek-related stuff, and you can join in with your geeky comments. Let's bring all our lovely geeks in all at once tonight. We have got Webby.
What's up?
We got Nat.
Woo!
And we've got, last but not least, Gary.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Are we all? You all right?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Yeah. No Rich Gittins this week again. He's got the old COVID, hasn't he? He's got the Rona. Oh, which
I think he'd be quite relieved actually, because he's been thinking he's going to get it for fucking ages, and it's not arrived. But now it's here, so at least he knows why he felt rubbish.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, bless him.
yeah. Poor old
Well,
Gittins.
rubbish.
If you're just joining us, welcome. You're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch tonight. So leave your comments. Join in with the show. We've got a couple of likes already, so that's nice, isn't it?
Hi,
Good
folks.
Lord.
Yeah.
Spoiling
Oh,
us with them likes.
Straight away.
Straight in. Go straight to Webby's head, that.
So speaking of Rona, Gary wanted us to put this image up straight away, didn't you? Boom.
Go on then.
That's where Wally, the COVID edition.
He's getting arrested for. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, man. I still had trouble spotting him for a minute. Terrible at those, but he wears Wally's. Terrible at them.
Big T's here. Hello, Big T.
Hey,
You
Big
all right?
T, how you doing?
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
So we didn't do a show last week, did we? Was it last week we didn't do one?
It was last week.
It was last week.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
thought we
Yeah.
can't let you down this week. We've got to be here, even though we're on a Tuesday. We're usually on a Monday, but it don't matter. If you're watching this and it's not a Tuesday, it don't matter. So
Was it?
you could watch it on a Monday, and then it'll be the right day. But yeah, anyway,
Yeah. Save it. It's up to you.
save it.
As long as you're not trying to watch it yesterday, Monday.
That'd be
'Cause
crazy.
I don't know how you're going to be able to do that without
That's
time.
starting to get complicated.
Well,
Yeah.
that leads into the news, and this young man, boom, Christopher Lloyd.
Still alive.
Good
Still
job.
No,
ticking.
that's not the news. The news is he's being cast in series 3 of The Mandalorian.
Oh.
So, this is probably old news now, but what character do you think Christopher Lloyd's going to play in The Mandalorian? Let's have some speculation.
Jedi.
Before that, Martin's here.
Martin.
Hi, Martin.
Hello,
How you
everybody.
doing?
Yeah, Rich's birthday. Well,
um,
Rich's birthday last week, but it were also young Webb's birthday as well. So
It was. I didn't get
Yeah.
any COVID though. I just got
No.
Lego. I just got normal presents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't make a fuss.
you're not one to grumble. So what do we think, Christopher Lloyd? Who's he going to be? Mandalorian.
I've got it. I'll tell you
Go.
who's going to be. You
Go.
ready?
Go.
He's going to be the voice of Grogu as soon as he opens his mouth. First words.
Wow.
That's what I reckon. Yeah, they're going to go down. They'll make him sound a bit old, like Frank Oz style. You know.
Bloody hell. Do you know what? That's a good shout, and I hadn't even thought
Is
of
it?
a voice.
Oh, yeah.
No, I hadn't even thought of a
my head,
voice
man.
over. Yeah.
Yeah, he could
might
be
be
doing
right.
Grogu because he's got to talk at some
Morty.
point.
Hey, it's me, Grogu. Would it work?
Gotta get back to tattooing. Not again, man. Stay away.
Yeah.
Tattooing's like the busiest planet in the Star Wars
I
universe.
don't like sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, maybe. Anybody got any better ideas?
I think Boba Fett's helmet.
Oh,
Just his helmet.
He's going to play just the helmet.
Just the helmet. That's
Yeah.
what I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
could pull that off? Lloyd.
Exactly. That takes a bit of acting chops as that. And Christopher Lloyd's got it in spades, I reckon.
Yeah, weirdly
Yeah.
enough, he's been in a couple of movies. I haven't seen anything of him for years and years and years. And then this year, he's been in a couple of really big movies that I saw. He was in Nobody, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then last night, I watched The Tender Bar with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
And he's in that as well. He plays the grandfather in that. That was quite a nice little film. Nice
Well,
coming of age
Sorry, I've
story.
not seen that.
It's on Amazon Prime. It's one of their free to watch at the minute ones. Ben Affleck knocked it out of the park,
Free
man.
for me.
I think Affleck's a great actor. Say what you will about him, but I really do. Really like his style in most things.
he
Trying to get
steals
Kermit in.
jokes. I'm saying what I want about him.
Oh,
Kermit.
twins.
Ah, two Kermits. Look,
Did you get
Yeah, I'm
all
trying to
these
get him in.
away?
how can there be two Kermits at the same time? What?
Oh,
What?
no.
It's the
Can we
multiverse.
see him?
Yeah,
it's-
multiverse, yeah. You got
multiverse
Kermit, Gary. You can pull out.
Kermit's in here.
in your heart.
Good.
Hang on, we can't see where you're gesturing there.
No.
Kermit's in
Maybe
here.
I should put him on this side.
It's in my underwear.
Oh, I've got actually.
My name's covering him
Why
up. I'm
didn't I
going to put
think
him
of
on this
that?
side.
Got him.
Oh yeah. Try the Christopher Lloyd voice.
Hello, it's me, Grogu.
Works for me.
Work.
Was it?
Yeah.
Put him there.
That's it. Pass the audition.
You know, there's so many planets and so much sand in Star Wars. I just think he's going to play the sand.
Yeah.
That's
Good shout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the whole planet.
Yes.
Oh, Martin's brought this. We're going to talk about this in a minute, Martin. So don't worry, we'll get onto that. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, we got it.
We've not seen it. We'll do the news
it's like
first.
knocked all the other news into.
Yeah, it slapped all the other news.
Knocked it into a cocktail.
Let's do the other news first. So, Disney Plus tomorrow, Moon Knight.
Yeah, baby.
What is this?
Ready.
Can somebody explain this to me?
This is Marvel's new television series based on a very, very beloved character. When I say beloved, I've read a lot of Marvel. I've never read Moon Knight. I probably should, but I'm just not one for like Doctor Strange and Moon Knight and things. But he's very, very popular with the people that know about him. And it's a new character, but it's a very much, apparently it's the most violent thing that Marvel have ever done. It's going to be very much like Deadpool style of gore and blood and stuff. He's a bit of a badass character, but the character, his alter ego is when he's a normal guy before he turns into Moon Knight. Apparently he's got multiple personality disorder. So if you watch the trailer, he's doing this weird Dick Van Dyke kind of voice, like this Dick Van Dyke American English type thing.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with you.
It's weird, honestly. He kind of goes, I can't tell my waking dreams from my reality. Something like that, honestly. But then I read an interview with Oscar Isaac saying, yeah, that's all deliberate. The guy's got multiple personalities, so he doesn't know he can't do a British accent. Do you know what I mean? It's all part of the in-joke.
I think that sounds like an excuse. Yeah,
it's a bit of convenient there. Oscar-winning guy.
Something about Moon Knight for you, right? The other week, I was in London and I walking past the British Museum, and there were all a load of stuff happening. I thought, what's going on there? All closed off security. It was the premiere of Moon Knight. I didn't even realise. Could have got some snaps for the channel.
You
could,
man. Look, you're always walking past premieres and
walk straight past. I just walked straight past it, going, "There's something happening at the British Museum." Because I was going to go and have a look on way past because I had 2 hours to kill. And
we could have met Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
is Mark Hamill in this?
No, probably
no. I'll tell you who might be in it.
Maybe.
Oh, no, it's not.
Maybe not. But the other thing is, it's closely tied to Egyptology, Nat, because
I was about to say, is he like a mummy?
He's an Egyptologist.
Oh, who gets attacked by a mummy?
He keeps having these Egyptian kind of dreams, but they're not dreams. Yeah, it looks pretty good, man. I mean, I'm interested to see what they've done with it. I think it could be a contender for a new favourite show.
Steady on. That's a big claim.
Now you've told me about that accent. I'm already thinking it's going to be full of bullshit excuses because they realised it's full of really bad accents.
Yeah, sounds
maybe so. Although I kind of believe that this guy could do an English accent well if he wanted to, because he's quite talented. So I don't know if you can do an English accent, but then you can do a weird English accent on top of that as well. It doesn't sound right on purpose, and I think that's kind of cool. But
yeah, but was it on purpose?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Maybe Will Smith slapped the English accent out of him.
Maybe
so.
He's known for doing
really well.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Bloody slapper.
Right, other news, we've got the Lego Back to the Future DeLorean.
Come on, man! I couldn't be more flipping excited about this.
That looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's really great. Yeah, the figures, they've nailed the minifigures you get with it. You get a Doc and a Marty, and it's pretty cool.
And you can change it into all 3 versions of the car.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can't help but think that they've missed a trick somewhere, because now you're going to get a bunch of people buying 3 of these so they can display each model of DeLorean from the film. Because you can only pick one as you're building it. You've got to decide whether you're going to go with the first, second, or third movie. So I think a lot of people are going to buy 3 of them.
It's good marketing, that good business.
Yeah.
But it looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
Better
it
than the
certainly does.
original version with the crappy.
Oh, let me just grab something for you guys that I got for my birthday. I'll show you the instruction booklet because the thing's not built yet. It's quite a biggie. Look at
Is
this.
it a tough one?
Oh.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. It's
That's
one
the
of
one
the
you want.
nicest Lego builds I've ever made. It's beautiful. It's a joy to put together. It really is. And it's the weird thing is about that one. A few years ago, I got BB-8. Yeah, the robot from Star Wars. I got the Lego one.
Okay.
And when I started to build it, I was like, oh, it's a bit laborious, this. All the pieces are white. They're all the same size. It goes on forever and ever and ever. And I thought it was going to be the same with this because when I opened it up, you obviously 99% of the pieces are jet black. But it's not. It's not like that at all. It's just you could just see it coming together as you're building it. And it's really, really impressed with it. I really am.
How many pieces is it?
I think it's
13.
2,000. Hang on, it's on the box, which is
4 pieces.
here somewhere. It's 2,363 pieces.
Yeah, that's a while.
That's a lot of pieces. Yeah, that's nice. Although
Lego.
for a pro like me, I speed right through them. I've only got 4 bags of it left.
That's going to be a good size, though.
Hmm?
It's going to be a good size.
Oh yeah, it's huge, man. It's huge. Hang on, give me a second.
Here we go. Here we go.
AFK.
Is he going to get it? I bet his
He's
sound.
going to get it, isn't he?
I bet his sound don't come back on because he's took his earphones off. The bit problematic, his earphones. Something will happen. He'll knock
Is it worth it to see the Batwing?
Probably.
Bloody hell.
That is a big one.
Hang on 1 second. Need earbuds.
There he is.
What's that music?
What?
What the hell?
I can hear music now.
You're playing something on your computer.
Yep. So yeah, this is about how big it's gonna be.
Oh, wow, that's
bloody hell.
Freaking ginormous,
That's
man.
massive.
Yeah, it's a biggie. So
It's
as you can
huge.
see, I haven't even got the flipping cockpit on it yet.
You
But
just
yeah,
take
it's
your time
really,
with that. It looks like
I'm
an
gonna-
advanced model.
Oh
That.
man, it's brilliant. It's a good one. I really love it.
Now, when you put it together, Webby, do you glue them?
Nah.
No?
Well, no, not really. No, I mean, no.
What if it falls over and it breaks?
Yeah.
Build it. You just rebuild it. You got to
Rebuild
look, scrabble around looking for all the little tiny pieces that went pinging off behind your chairs and under your sofa and everything.
Yeah.
And then you just got to slowly, patiently build it again. I've got a 4-year-old Nat, and this kid has got a lot of Lego. And he's a Lego bastard. I have to say it. Yeah, he is. He will just smash it to pieces and make me build it all again. In fact, he'll just come in with a handful of pieces and go, "There you go, Daddy." I'm like, well, which
Where are these
model?
from?
Which one is it? So yeah.
Did you see the-
Built myself a Lego shaped prison in that respect because I couldn't resist it. I had to get him Lego.
Did you see the little kid cosplaying as Moon Knight?
No.
No, man. No, I didn't even know the premiere of that.
I'm looking, though.
Attention.
Did see a crossover team Moon Knight?
Yeah, man, me neither. That's okay. So that's what you're looking at. You've got your darker roster of Marvel characters as who was that comment by?
Oh, sorry, Martin.
Martin, as Martin rightly says, you got your darker roster, Punisher, Blade, Daredevil, etc., and Moon Knight falls into them. So it's kind of a Marvel character for adults.
So that Midnight Suns team was called Midnight Suns.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, it does look very cute. Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Does the Batwing come with the Batman and Joker figures?
No, this is the best bit. It comes. I've got a lot of Batman figures from Robin's stuff, right? We've got a lot of Batman ones, and usually it's just the head, and you put the cape on, you put the head over the cape, and you put the mask on top. They've done a Michael Keaton Batman figure, so this one, the whole of his cowl, the whole of his headpiece is one piece, like the one in the show in the film. It's unbelievable. It's just like a molded rubber piece. It's got the big sticky out bat symbol on his chest. And the Joker figure that comes with it, I've never seen before. It's directly from the... I'll try and find a picture of it. It's directly from the film. specific costume from the film. The figures you get are Lawrence. Is it Lawrence, the guy who carries around his the Joker's ghetto blaster?
Bob the Goon.
Yeah. And yeah, you can't really see it, but the Joker figure is a black and white Joker.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's where he throws the feather at that guy. And
Yes.
it's,
He's got the feather in his hand, and he's got like checked trousers on and a waistcoat. Yeah, it's so it's a bit different. True. Now, the only thing is about this is they released the 1989 Batmobile as well. And before I knew how awesome this set was, I never really thought about getting either of them. That one was about 220 quid for the Batmobile. So when I got this one the other day and I put my birthday money to one side, I thought, right, we'll go online and we'll see if I could get the other one to go with it. The 1989 Batmobile looked pretty cool together. And it fucking retired a month ago.
Oh,
I can't make this shit up. So it's instantly, as I've decided to want it, it's gone up by like 200 quid. I honestly can't believe it. I'm devastated. So I'm just going to have to get something else.
You'll find it. You'll find it out there.
DeLorean instead.
Yeah,
I might end up getting it at some point, but it's both really sought after. So
there was a leaked picture, some Lego earlier that I found just when I'm looking through all stuff, and this, I don't know what this Republic fighter tank.
Yeah,
so there's all this new Star Wars stuff coming out, but the Lego Star Wars game is out next week. You know, this one, Skywalker Saga.
Yeah,
on Wednesday. So I think they're releasing a load of sets to tie in with that. So I don't know. I'm not a big Lego Star Wars set.
I think they're also still doing stuff for the Mandalorian, stuff for Book of Boba Fett. The Obi-Wan stuff's not come out yet. There's always a constant stream of Star Wars Lego. I've got a few sets that I want to keep. I've got a lot of Star Wars Lego. It's all bagged up and ready to get sold because there's just too much of it.
Want to watch Batman? Yeah. Blu-ray.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and bless my lovely wife. She found that on eBay, brand new from a seller, and saved herself like 40 quid. So it's possible to get it. It's like 190 quid that on its own. So you can find a bargain now and then.
What other news we've got? We've got one more piece. I found this. This is a bit weird. There you go. Disney Plus. Full Monty cast are back.
I know. I read this.
Yeah.
Why?
Don't know.
They're doing an 8-part series, aren't they?
Yeah. Cast of 1997 film The Full Monty reunited starring a follow-up Disney Plus series written by creator Simon Burfoy. The 8-part series sees what life is like in Sheffield 25 years on. I can tell you what it's like. It's shit.
Spoiler alert, it's still England, so same.
I mean, what? I don't. Of all the things to make, it's like, what? I don't. Yeah. What would you? Right, here's the question with this. Then, what would you do if you're making a series about the Full Monty 30 years later? What's the plot? What is it?
I'd probably set it as they all retire from stripping because they're all old and they've got to go. It's like the Full Monty again, but they've got to find real jobs because the stripper days are over. I don't know.
So are you assuming that they've spent the last 20 years stripping?
Well, yeah. The point of the movie.
I mean, they've got them all back, haven't they? They are all there. So.
Which suggests to me that it must be potentially a good script, because people like Robert Carlyle, for instance, I wouldn't imagine would just jump on it if it wasn't half decent.
Yeah, Mark Addy's, to be fair, he's when he first started in the Full Monty, he did stuff like Flintstones too, and did the weirdest stuff.
Yeah.
I struggled to sort of find a place in Hollywood, I felt. But he is he's in a couple of things where he's really good.
He was in Game of Thrones, wasn't he, recently?
Yeah, he was great in Game of Thrones, yeah.
Yeah. Just a bit bizarre, I thought. Very odd thing to choose.
A bit random.
To revisit.
It is. It's weird, isn't it?
Not
one of them thought, I don't want to live in fucking Sheffield anymore. Not one of them.
Well, they might have done. They might have done. You don't know yet.
Maybe they're all coming back to Sheffield to reunite for one
last strip.
One last strip, yeah.
Is in that photo?
Yeah, I think it's that one on the end, the far end.
Maybe it's all about they have to stop him being a sex worker because he's grown up with the wrong idea. I don't know. He's gone down a rabbit hole. He started out stripping, but before he knew it, he was blowing guys in the car park for a bag of weed, and
I've got it. What if one of them's ill?
Yeah.
And then they've got to raise money for him, and they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to raise this money for a life-saving operation, so they have to strip one more time. 8 episodes.
See, NHS suggests that wouldn't happen, but what if they have to save a historic building / steelworks / thing? Maybe and that's why they're raising money.
Yeah.
I don't know. Disney Plus though have done quite well recently. Well, making these miniseries like Pam and Tommy and things like that. So I've got.
Maybe he's not seen the full Monty. They're going to be surprised it's not like my children.
I like watching stripping shows on Disney.
I mean, maybe they haven't seen the full Monty because they certainly haven't seen Star Wars. Have they? They don't know what Star Wars is, so they probably won't know what full Monty is.
Nobody knows what fucking Star Wars is anymore.
We've
been talking about this for nearly 2 years. Nobody knows what it is anymore. It started out as something, now it's something else. Sometimes we're interested, sometimes it's good. Most of the time it's disappointing. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
We know.
It's not Kathleen Kennedy's fault.
Full Monty, get it watched on Disney Plus coming soon.
I'm going to watch it. I will be watching it.
Everybody will watch it.
Yeah.
I love going to Disney and watching older man strip.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's getting embarrassing, actually. While we're talking about Disney and embarrassing, can we just acknowledge that they've got that super expensive Star Wars hotel that nobody's booking into?
Oh, yeah. We talked about this last week because we were just like, what the fuck? Corporations trying to create a class division, right? Yeah. You can't stay in this $5,000 hotel. That's not our fault. You're just not good enough. I'm so glad it's blown up in their faces. Fuck them.
Well, they're on about the CEO's getting, he's on his way out, isn't he? Because he's made so many bad decisions like this. They're on about getting the guy who were in before him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I think with Bob Iger before, this new one's called Bob Chapek, I think. And they're on about getting him back because
Lots
this
of
guy's
Bobs.
How about you just get somebody not called Bob?
Bob De Niro.
Bob De Niro.
You're talking to me.
I would pay to see Robert De Niro become the CEO of Disney. I'd love to see what direction that would take.
So long as he don't sing with the Muppets like he did on SNL, that'd be better because that was a bit weird.
Maybe that's a crossover with Mr. You know, we're talking
here we go.
Ooh, I'm not surprised.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sexy.
Yeah,
I mean,
we know
I feel the same way.
Kermit's here.
I mean, we were talking about the full Monty as well.
Yeah, I tell you what, I think Sexy Time's going to be a little bit embarrassed when she finds out she's left an E out of her name.
Yeah. But you know what? The show is turning her on, so don't pick on her.
Okay. Well,
what part of the show specifically is turning her on?
I think it's.
I don't, because I'll get turned on if we start talking about all.
You know what it is? It's Lego. It's clearly the Lego.
I'm going.
She's talking about building that Lego. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not sure I believe her.
Something
about it. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket by believing her. You know what I mean?
The internet has made you cynical.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, unbelievable. Hey, you know the other week when we were talking about Muppets movies and properties we could like force them into now, like Robin Hood and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What about the full Muppet?
The full
Muppet.
Wanka wanka. Yeah. Wanka wanka.
Full Chewbacca.
Let's have a quick John Candy home.
Oh, here he is. Here we go.
John.
Was there any reason for John Candy there?
Just look shocked. It's just when something happens that's a bit shocking, you know, like Sexy Time saying that you put a little surprised Candy on.
I'm telling you what, I'm looking at that picture and she would break every one of us, I reckon.
Break it.
In two. Oh, look at her.
She looks a bit like.
She's still here.
Oh,
yeah, she would break you into pieces.
Oh my!
A hot dog emoji.
She must be chowing on the hot dogs as we speak.
Maybe she's hungry.
Somebody.
We know what she's hungry for, Gary.
That's it. She spelt hungry wrong.
Yeah.
She meant hungry. This show is making me hungry.
Yeah. Because you all look like you pile away the pound.
If you're still there, tell us about what specifically turned you on about this show.
All right, Gary.
Gary, keep in your house, man. Come on. Let's have a bit of decorum on this channel. You know, it's not all about Sexy Time and you getting off on one, Gary. Come on.
Sexy Time. Can we get your personal deets for? Just DM him. DM Gary. See what he's got questions.
Yeah. Do you like the look of Gary? Maybe we can have a set you up. A couple of my friends in the States went to the Star Wars Hotel first week. Said it was really cool, but so many people and the food is expensive as it's not. As you can pop out the ship for Korean beer.
Yeah, because it's a whole thing where like
you're stuck basically.
Ship gets taken over by the bad guys, and you've got to solve clues and things. I believe is it like that?
It
sounds really fucking annoying.
So.
It sounds shit. Yeah, it really does. I mean, if I'm going to pay $6,000 to go to Disneyland, I want to go in Disneyland. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I don't want to go sit in a hotel.
Personally, I'd rather stay on the Red Dwarf Hotel if they're going to make a ship.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
And I'm pretty sure for $5,000 you could have the entire fucking cast of Red Dwarf for that.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. I would pay $5,000 to stay at a Red Dwarf Hotel without a doubt.
I didn't mean that as a slight. That sounded really like rude, but I didn't mean it like that. I mean, they keep it real. They're affordable. They'll show up at Comic-Con. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At some of the shit Comic-Cons as well.
They were at the Scarborough one. All four of them turned up.
There you go, man. Yeah.
I love the whole cast. I think they're amazing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Oh.
I don't mean
really quick. If you go to the Star Wars hotel, you can have the girl in the comments just come up to you and tell you that you're turning her on for $6,000.
Gary, leave it.
Get it on with sexy time.
Jesus Christ, Gary. Look, I'll put her on once more for you.
That's why it's so
really.
Gary, can I just say, judging by that picture, she looks really high maintenance. She can do a lot better.
She does. She does.
Yeah, to be fair, she looks like she'd crush all four of us up into a pile and snort us up her nose.
Yeah.
I think she'd take all your Legos.
Yeah, she'd take all your Legos apart, throw them out.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what, Nathan? She'd not only break your Legos, but she'd make you enjoy it while she did it. That's what she looks like. And you'd thank her for doing it.
I never thought of getting Lego involved in my sex life, but I missed the trick.
You've missed something really good.
I don't think you have. I don't think you have.
Okay. Thanks, Lummy.
Right. So let's watch this Will Smith slap then.
Here we go.
We've got the unedited version. I think there's
Are we watching? Oh, we're gonna watch it. Bring it on.
Of course, we're gonna hang on. We've got a comment. It's not sexy time. Wait a minute. You're right, Martin.
Yeah.
We'll try and calm Gary down with a slap. You ready?
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Wow.
I'd not seen the last bit. I'd not seen him shouting that. I knew he'd done it, but...
Do you know what? That was scary when he did that. I find that a bit fucking like, that's the true Will Smith you see in there, man. Never mind all the bullshit about loving each other. I reckon that he's got some fucking demons. And it might be because his wife would rather fuck anybody else in the world apart from Will Smith, by all accounts. Yep. That's what I hear. Or that she ended up with the booby prize of rappers when she was with Tupac, so she's never quite got over that. So Will Smith's got a lot to live up to. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
I believe that it's not the first time that Chris Rock's had a jab at his wife.
Well, no,
I believe he's had a couple. I'm not justifying it because I think what Will Smith did was unacceptable. But I think that I think he's had a few jabs at her as well. But
it was a mean-spirited joke. The joke
was mean, but
it
was mean.
the fact that he was fucking laughing at it until his wife gave
Exactly.
his
Yeah.
wife gave him the stink eye.
Yeah.
She's
That's what I was going to
better
say. Yeah, he's laughing his head off until she's obviously gone, you're
not.
laughing at that? And he's gone, oh,
classic male
shit.
overcompensation there. You know what I mean? Well, I better get up and make it, you know. And yeah, it's just odd. And then I saw his speech afterwards where he's trying to paper over it by talking about love and I've got to protect people and blah, 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 blah. And I thought, have they asked you to protect them, these fucking people you're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bit weird.
But it's that thing, innit, of, you know, should he have been taken off? Should he have got the Oscar in the end for doing that, you know?
Oh,
Should he have
yeah,
been
totally. I
kicked
don't
out?
think it's... I mean, I think he's apologised, hasn't he, since? It should be said that
It
he went out
took
on
a
the
while.
record.
Took a while for him to apologise to Chris Rock next day.
Yeah,
wasn't
but I think he's obviously... You don't apologise as a star. You get informed whether it's a good idea and what the outcome will be if you apologise. What's going to happen? Any good PR person is probably going to say to Will Smith, I think you need to apologise. It's up to you. You're Will Smith. I'm just a PR person. But if you apologise, this is how it's going to go. If you don't, this is how it's going to go. You know what I mean? It was all, pretty formulaic standard apology, wasn't it?
Yeah, he should have been asked to leave after that, though. I think.
I completely agree. He should have been. He should have been kicked out because there have been tons and tons of off-color jokes over the years. There have been various jokes about the industry and about Harvey Weinstein, but I've never seen anyone go up and assault someone. And I don't give a shit who you are. You don't assault someone.
I think I think you're right, man. I mean, it's his job, isn't it, to be a comedian, to try and do what everybody wants that Ricky Gervais edge.
Yeah.
Where you don't just get a bunch of jokes, you get a comedian who's paid to insult the audience. Yeah. I mean, Ricky Gervais is lucky he hasn't been slapped a few times by because he
might
went
have
much further than that. Yeah.
He might have.
But the weird thing about it was it really seemed to rattle Chris Rock completely, and he was a bit like, "Go on, didn't know what to say for a bit."
Yeah, but he would, wouldn't it? He didn't expect him to do that. I think he thought he were going to come up and just say something to him or have a bit of a banter because he saw him laughing as well, the guy, you know. And he said, you know, a bit of a.
And I guess, like, as well, when the second time he said, "Keep my wife's name out of your mouth," he said it like that. That was like a really like.
That was aggressive.
He could get up and hit me again here. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not surprised he was a bit like.
And also, that slap was like a fucking Hollywood power slap. Somebody's trained him to slap like that. If that had been a fist, he would have fucking knocked him out.
Yeah.
The way he went, where he twisted his body, used his whole body to slap him. I saw these guys earlier on saying, was it a real slap? Did he make any contact? And within about 10 seconds of watching it in slow motion, he fucking completely made contact.
Some people were saying, it's I think because Academy Awards losing viewers and stuff, they said, would it have settled me? I don't think it was that. No, I don't think.
I don't think they would have had the foresight to do something as interesting as that.
That's just hearing G.I. Jane too. If she got in the military shit, it would be really cool. I like G.I. Jane. I mean, what an old reference, though. When did it come out, G.I. Jane? 90 what?
Maybe that's why he was upset, because she's starring in it. It's not been, you know what I mean? It's still in production, and they didn't want anything
relevant.
I mean, it was a shit joke, but he should be allowed to make shit jokes if he wants. He's a comedian.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about, you know.
Yeah.
It's the job of the comedian to tell you things that only you are thinking. Yeah. It's the job of the comedian to cross that line and to tell jokes.
I mean, it's going to go the other way now, and nobody will be able to say anything at these award ceremonies now. They'll all be locked down.
Or maybe it goes the opposite way, and this shit starts happening all the time because they know that people are going to watch. Everybody's going to watch the next big award ceremony just to see if anything crazy happens.
It happened with Gervais, didn't it? They said, you're banned from hosting. Next minute, he's back again because they know everybody's watching it.
Going, he was just off the chain, wasn't he? He just said, I don't care.
It is the best thing. Do you know what? Do you know what? Gervais and all these people are right. These people are the elite of spoiled bastards who sit there lauding about, you know, all these things in the world, yet they're all sat there
creating their own fucking fake praise and then going up to use their award speech as a platform to talk about the latest. Yeah, it's formulated bullshit. And I completely agree with Gervais. What I liked about Gervais's last approach to this was that he sort of held back on the celebrities and he fucking went for the big corporations, Apple, Netflix. He told it like it was. And I thought that was even better than what he'd done before, because he was talking about how everything's commercialized. Everything is, you know what I mean? It's just, I thought that was his best one yet.
Martin's police. It was on. It says, "Well, Christian have gone there." I wonder how many slaps Ricky Gervais would have got.
Do you know what? No, it was unacceptable. He should never have done it. He shouldn't have said the joke. Will Smith shouldn't have hit him. But if Jada Pinkett Smith got upset by that, what Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith should have done is release a statement saying that was unacceptable. This is what alopecia is. This is what it does to people. A woman's lost her hair. It's part of her identity. And then potentially looked at raising the profile of this awful disease and helping people with it, and saying, like, this is why it's unacceptable. Stop being a dick, Chris Rock.
They are saying, though, he didn't know she had that. They are saying that.
Yeah, but even if Chris Rock didn't know, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith should have taken the time to go, this is what my disease is. This is why you shouldn't make those assumptions. This is how you can help people with this disease. Let's raise some money. But he didn't.
That's why the joke was unacceptable, because you genuinely got this condition, and it's not just about her, it's about everybody else that's sitting there with that condition and how shitty it makes them feel on a daily basis. You don't really need to be slapped down like that. So I totally get it, but I just think it was blown out of proportion, Hollywood bullshit. What I think might be interesting here is how he got fucking close enough to slap him. Considering the amount of security since 9/11 and since events are getting bombed and things like that, the fact, I mean, I know it's Will Smith, so you're going to let him walk on the stage, but the fact he got close enough to do that, it's weird, man. The whole thing's weird. I saw another guy saying, well, what about if it was somebody like Ben Affleck slapping fucking Jerry Seinfeld? And I don't know why I brought that up, because I can't remember the point of why they mentioned it. Because it wasn't to do with race. It was just about respect for people, about respect for comedians. I don't know. It's an odd way of handling it, man. You know?
And completely overshadowed the fact that the first deaf actor to win an Oscar happened that night.
Yeah. Well, he put up the awards for a lot of people that night, didn't he? And he made himself look like a fool, and then he won the Oscar, and you're like, you know, like I mean, Martin's saying there, well, family-friendly persona, got some issues. And if the first reaction is to go up and slap somebody, you know,
for making an ill-informed and mean joke, you're absolutely right. There were different ways to have dealt with that.
But even though it's an ill and mean joke, at the end of the day, it's a joke.
I also don't know if it was you know, that's what I'm saying. He didn't know it was that. You know, he didn't know. If you don't know what that condition is, she hasn't told everybody, and you make that joke. If you think she shaved her head people do shave their heads for, you know, other reasons.
Pinkett Smith has got one of the most popular podcasts in America, right? I think it's called The Red Chair or something like that, The Red Sofa. And she gets a bunch of people over to her house. She's had one where she had a massive interview with Will Smith, where they talked about their open relationship. They talked about how it hurt the first time the other one cheated on, you know, and all that stuff. It was really, really raw and open. And I know for a fact she's done at least one show all about alopecia. I find it really difficult to believe that somebody like Chris Rock, within the black community where this show is talked about in America, it's got a big audience. I find it difficult to believe that he didn't know. I mean, if he didn't, fair enough, but he can say he didn't know. We can't fucking prove him wrong, can we? It's a weird one. I mean, it's the most interesting thing that's happened at the fucking Oscars for 30 years. So
it's true.
Said that, didn't he? But yeah, it's still a, you know.
It must have been. I mean, it seemed like it felt horrendous for Chris Rock. Like very embarrassing, very.
I mean, the fact that he continued going and then got back on track. Because after that, he went back to the category and talked about it. He got a little bit shaken up, but he took it and he just got on with it. You know, I bet, and it's funny because some people are saying I bet he had a right comeback, but he decided to keep it on the level. You know, as a comedian, he'll have had something like that. You know,
as a human reaction, watching something like that happen. It doesn't happen to me very often, fortunately, violence. But when it does, I kind of react the same way those two people did. Yeah, there's an element of shock. There's an element of disappointment in yourself for being drawn into it. There's an element of feeling like you've been wronged or, you know, something unjust has happened. And that's evident by the speech that he gave when he accepted his award. quickly, I think they quickly tried to edit some of it within a view to what had happened, talking about love and like, you know, being a protective father, and it's brought something out in him and all that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, we're on the wrong track anyway. What I would love to see is that they do this every award ceremony. To receive your award, you have to kick the fuck out of someone on stage.
Yeah.
Gonna make it way more interesting. Watching Helen Mirren getting battered by like Vin
Hey,
Diesel.
No way Helen Mirren would get battered.
No, she'd kick his ass. I know.
Helen Mirren would take anybody on. I reckon she is hardcore. Yeah,
she could throw them into a pit and make them kill each other over the award, and whoever kills the other one wins the Oscar if they're that important, you know.
Yeah. Again, it goes back to an old joke. When this is from the early 90s, there's a comedian called Bill Hicks who's talking about American Gladiators, and he's talking about the fact that it's a buzzword in the media, and, you know, is it too violent? Should our kids be watching this? Should we, you know, not tone it down a bit? And he's like, fuck that. Listen, if these people want to kick the shit out of each other on screen, bring it on. Take those cotton buds off them, you know, the giant cotton buds, and replace it with swords and shit. Just let them kill each other. You know, that's where it's heading. That's what people really want to see.
Oh, yeah.
I find that quite
nice. Running Man.
Yeah, Running Man.
Yeah. Long Walk is another one, isn't it?
I cannot wait till that film comes out.
Is that coming out?
Where is the film? They're making it. Apparently, it's been cast. I will Google it now. It's supposed to be out this year, I believe.
It's a fucking
best Stephen King story ever.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Got some more comments. No, just because there's more. I mean, anyone in the crowd would take the piss out. I mean, it goes back to that old thing, though, doesn't it? You know, people are always going to be offended over, you know, there's always going to be somebody in that room who's, you know,
offended.
It does, yeah. But when it comes to matters of the heart, right? For example, actually not being disabled and standing there on stage ripping the piss out of people that are disabled, then I would be offended. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, somebody's always going to be offended, and we are creating a buzzword out of offense and the way it's handled. But you can look to be offended, or you can just genuinely be offended.
You should be able to joke about anything. Yeah.
I think the weird thing is about it, Big T, for me, is that moment where his wife looks at him and says, seriously, you're going to laugh at this? And he thinks, right, well, I better get up and do something about it. Before he's even processed the thought of what he's going to do to him when he gets on stage, he's fucking slapped him without even, it happened so quickly.
He went straight to violence.
Yeah. And I tell you what, if he shouts like that at Chris Rock, when he's angry at Chris Rock, he probably
on a live televised thing as well.
Shouts when he gets really mad. He probably shouts like that. That's how he is. That's what I see now.
Webby, just a bit of info for you. So they announced last year that The Long Walk was going into production, but COVID meant it's been delayed a little bit. It is the director Andre, I want to say Overdahl, the director of Scary Scorers in the Dark.
Oh yeah,
who's directing an adaptation of James Vanderbilt's script.
Okay.
But it is still on track to be released. It's just COVID has meant that it's taken a bit longer to be developed.
I'm not sure if I've said this before. I don't know if you guys know what we're talking about here. There's a short story by Stephen King called The Long Walk, where
amazing.
They start in one county. I think they start in California and they're going to the East Coast, or is it the other way around?
They're heading to Maine, aren't they? Because that's Garrity's. Yeah.
It's been a long time since I read it, but from what I remember, you enter this race and you basically start off walking, and you're not allowed to stop. You're not allowed to go for a shit. You're not allowed to eat. You're not allowed to drink. Oh, well, you can, but you've got to do it while you're on the move. If you stop walking, you get shot. It's as simple
you get
as that.
3 warnings, basically.
Yes, 3 warnings.
Yeah, you can have a wee, you can have a poo. And you can eat and things. They're given rations every day, but when you stop, after so many seconds, you get a warning. Once you've got 3 warnings, you're shot dead. And essentially, everyone walks till the last person standing. And you can't leave the race. You either win or you die, essentially.
Yeah.
And it's in the same universe as Running Man. So it's a televised entertainment program. People bet on the winner. And it follows one of the participants called Garrity, who... sort of, you see the walk through his eyes. It's absolutely brilliant.
It is great. I mean, it ends up at the point where he daren't stop again is on his last warning, so he does have to have a pee and a poo while he's walking. So I don't know how they're going to get that
horrible,
across. Some of the thoughts that are going through this guy's mind as he's walking. I don't know how they're going to do that on the show or the film, but I'll definitely. It's a dark horse of a Stephen King book. That one, little
It's
short
so
story.
good. And within the Stephen King fandom, it's often like been said as it's been one of his best works.
It's
and
one
it's
of my
always
favorites. Yeah, it
me
is.
too. Yeah,
I believe isn't it in the same book as a couple of other really famous ones.
it's in the same book as The Running Man. Yeah, so it's the Bachman. It's a Bachman book. Yeah, it's with Rage, which is You Now Can't Get. It's Kermit Alive.
Of course he is.
Yes.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because he's pretty terrifying. I can't find a cast for it though, Nathan. Sorry.
Okay, well, we'll have to keep our ears open for that one. That was it looks good. Looks like a good one. It's a great short story. It's very much, I think, when he was still a raging alcoholic and a bit of a cokehead. So it's got that, But yeah, he didn't want to write this stuff under the Stephen King name because it was too different from the horror genre he's already in. So he deliberately invented a pseudonym, Richard Bachman. And he's written a few cool books by him. Was Thinner one of his?
I think it was,
It started out as one, and I think they changed it. So Thinner's a great story. A guy gets cursed by a Romany lady.
All right.
Yeah, and he gets cursed. He's a big American guy, big obese guy, and he gets cursed to lose weight, doesn't he? Is it that? Have I got that right?
Yeah, basically he's cursed to lose weight until he dies.
Yeah.
He's just going to keep coming off of him.
Literally gets thinner and thinner. That's the book.
And just to give you all a heads up with regards to dollar bills, so when they released this, so The Long Walk was released under the pseudonym alongside Rage, Roadwork, and The Running Man, and you can now get a book with all four of them in. Get them because they no longer publish Rage because Rage is about a school shooting in America, and Stephen King pulled it from publication quite a few years ago now, about 10 years ago now. So Rage hasn't.
Buy it. I've got it. I'm half for money. I'm happy to sell you it.
A Bachman book with all four stories in is going for about 40 to 60 quid. If you can
get out of town, I've got it.
Seriously, it's worth 40 to 60 quid. And if you can get a copy of Rage, mate, get it on eBay, dollar bills. And if you've got a copy of Rage on its own as a standalone novella by Richard Bachman, it's worth over $1,000. Between $1,000 and $3,000 for the one of the 1970s.
I've read that one, and it is a fucking hard hitter.
Yeah.
Even before
that
it's not supernatural. Shops. Yeah, I check every charity shop I pass in case a little dodgy old lady has put out somebody's Stephen King collection and Rage is sat there on the shelves. But I've got 3 copies of the Bachman books now because I want to have one for me and a couple to get on eBay when it starts to make a bit more money.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always looking out for.
Check it out.
Do you know what, Nat? You've just saved me some cash because I was thinking about sticking my entire Stephen King collection on Facebook Marketplace, saying, look, here's everything you pretty much need. Some of them are really old and been really, really read, but I'm going to let them go for 20 quid or something. I'm glad that you've told me that.
Yeah, separate. Have a look and separate some of the ones you might get a bit more money from, because if you've got quite old copies in their early editions of things like Pet Sematary, Misery, Carrie, things like that, they can go for like between £10 and £15 on their own.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I've probably got
research.
Yeah.
I think you've mentioned it on the show before, haven't you, Webb? But you didn't Joe have a copy of Harry Potter signed, the first edition?
Sure.
He did, but it was it wasn't Harry Potter 1. I think it was number 5 or 4.
Right. Yeah, but a signed first edition.
They'd stayed up to get it on the evening of its release, and it was signed. And she went to look for it, and I think she thinks her dad's got it somewhere. I think it ended up at her dad's.
Wow.
So it's just vanished. It's just one of them things that happens. But yeah, it's quite fascinating that things I've got sitting on my shelf. I've had a lot of these Stephen King books for 30 years.
Mate, seriously, do some research before you sell them.
Maybe on the next week's show, we could I could have a bit of research. We'll get some expensive movie books and.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll have that as a section next week.
Sounds good. Great idea.
If anybody can find me a genuine copy of a signed Stephen King book, I'll buy it off you. Seriously, I think I genuinely. I'd murder somebody for Stephen King. That's how much I love him.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe right about it. maybe he'd write about it.
He already has done, mate. It's called Misery.
Yeah. He's one of those people that genuinely I'd queue up for 5 hours to get a book signed by.
I'd love to meet him, but I don't know what the fuck I'd say.
Who would you queue up for 5 hours to see? Answer in the comments.
I'd cry. Right. I'd cry if I wouldn't be able to speak to him. I'd just
Webby, who would you murder to see?
Or queue up for 5 hours to see?
Yeah.
I'll queue up for 5 hours if you haven't got a bloodlust like Nas.
I don't think I'd murder anybody to see, because most of the people I'd like to see are dead. Do you know what I mean? Not because I'm grim, just because I've.
Well, maybe you do have to murder somebody then if you want to bring them back.
I'd fucking love to meet Jim Henson, Frank Zappa, Bill Hicks, Roald Dahl. Although I was reading old Roald Dahl to my kid. He was some grumpy old racist fuck, was Roald Dahl. Oh my God. Hates the Jews, hates black people. He keeps out of his stories quite well sometimes. But some of the copies I've got are quite old, so they've not been re-edited like they did with Enid Blyton when they took Dick and Fanny and stuff out of there, you know. And took all the racism out of Noddy, and then you got a load of people going, well, I just can't read Noddy without the racism. It's not the same. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, there's a few people I'd like to see alive. One or two.
Chris, what about you? Who would you murder to see?
I won't murder anybody.
John Candy, come on. John Candy, you know it and I know it.
I'd murder all of you three. You're telling me right now.
You're telling me you murdered somebody and he'd just be really disappointed. Like,
I murdered him to see you, John Candy, but no,
well, I'd have preferred
that's not
you
the way to do it.
Murder
I was like, the only way to see you, I needed 3 souls, and that got you back. You know.
See, if they're dead, it's the only way.
Yeah.
What about you, Gary?
Oh my God.
We know Danny DeVito. Come on.
Sexy time.
Who would I murder?
Murder to meet sexy time.
I think I'd murder. I would have loved to sit down with Charlie Chaplin and to just pick his brain.
And he takes his mask off and it's sexy time underneath.
I bet
God, this worked out well.
I reckon I know what.
I don't think she's real.
I know what Gary's going to be doing after this. He's going straight on YouTube. Boom, looking for.
I don't think she's real.
No,
I'm a little disappointed she's not.
That is a 47-year-old man in Dagenham.
It's Rich Gittins. It's Rich.
Yeah. Poor old Rich, actually. Do you reckon he's watching the show? He's not commenting. He's sat there doing notes, so I assume he's watching us. I don't know.
Probably sat there going,
hi, Rich. We miss you.
I feel really poorly. I wish I could laugh like these guys.
What would Stanley say?
About what?
About what? Sexy time.
Yeah.
He'd love that.
He'd be all about sexy time, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon.
Well, you know, Spidey fans, when I was at Marvel, sometimes I'd put some sexy people in the books, but sometimes they wouldn't get past the comic code, so we abolished that.
Fair enough.
Beautiful.
Thanks,
but don't tell him this. Make sure he's on mute, mate. But I'm pretty sure Stanley was the. I can picture him as the ass grabber in the office.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bit grab-assy. Come here, toots.
No.
That kind of. Hey, dollface, why don't you run down a corner store and get me a pack of smokes?
That would be a premium at comic conventions. You'd pay for his autograph, but you'd pay an extra for him to grab your ass.
Yeah.
Donald Trump did it for free, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did. He didn't just grab asses for free either.
No, he grabbed things that aren't even supposed to be grabbing.
Me, Tracy, baby. I'll grab anything, anytime, anywhere, and I'll grab it the best. It'll be the best grab you've ever heard in your life or seen. Okay?
Oh dear. At least he's. Do you know what I think Donald Trump's problem is? I don't think he's got enough confidence.
Confidence in what?
Yeah, I just think he needs more confidence.
I think he's got the confidence. I think he had the confidence to kill everybody.
Drive, like a benefit.
Well, I'd read somewhere that actually he's only ever wanted to please his dad, and his dad was one of those dads that was unpleasable, and that's where maybe his drive
comes from.
Yeah, because all he can think about is making himself the best in everything.
Yeah,
Because
I
that's
mean,
what his dad wants.
I know we don't talk about war and stuff on the show because it's a bit of a downer and it's a geek show, but I saw some of his comments about what Putin's doing over there, and he's literally kissing his ass for no reason. Like, the guy doesn't like it. You're not the president anymore. You don't have to kiss his ass and tell him what a fantastic job he's doing of annihilating a bunch of people.
He's probably after a job himself though, from him, isn't
he? Yeah, fucking true.
Probably after.
Anyway,
I think we could please Trump's dad.
We can, yeah. I know, could. Sexy time. She could please Trump's dad.
Yeah. No, Stalin went to play Mauritius back there. Yeah.
Actually, I think I heard that.
A lot of people did, didn't they? They all did. You know,
they
all went there. It was kind of the thing to do, wasn't it?
I went there
as well. Money is.
Yeah, me and Nat went there.
Me and Gary were there all the time. They were like, "Are you moving in? Stop! Get out the fridge."
Tell you who else were there.
She was. She was true.
It was me, Natalie, and Sam Tuddy.
Do you reckon we can get her on the channel for you, Gary, to talk to?
I swear, either that's a fake bot or that's Rich Gittins.
No,
we'll never know. We'll never know. Funny thing is, when you guys were there. I was the guy trying to get out, going, "Let me out of this place."
Yeah. Was that you?
Yeah, it was me.
You the one that was tied to that thing and covered in lube?
No, the one that was distinctly shouting, "Get me out of this place. It's full of fucking assholes."
No, you want.
Yeah, that was me.
Somebody let me in. Like, Rick Moranis
hanging on the door.
Yeah. Let me in. Right, so I've got another clip that some people have been putting on YouTube to go along with the slap clip. I forgot. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
In this world, man, you can't do that in this world, man. Arsenio, they got rules. They got rules. Like, he has a rule. The bass player, he got a rule. He got to wax his head every morning. That's a rule. He follows the rules, man. He follows the rules. Oh, these are jokes. Come on.
So people putting that clip up.
Yeah.
People putting that clip up.
Oh, see, it's all funny. About baldness is funny till your wife goes bald.
Yeah.
And gives you the look.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better sort your attitude out, mister. Seriously, you're laughing. Do you ever want to get laid again? And he was like, yeah. That's it.
Just not off me.
Well, to Will Smith's defense, I think Will Smith can get laid by a lot of people.
Oh, of course he could, yeah. I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Hollywood's a fucking weird place, isn't it? I just wonder now it's like, can you imagine now that what if he developed some sort of weird problem now and he can't stop slapping people?
You think?
Yeah, maybe
the most
for it.
The most obvious joke that we put on social media, I think Rich even put it in, was now he's going to have to go live with his auntie uncle in Bel Air. About 1 million people put it all over.
You know what? And then I saw like half an hour later, somebody went, "Wow, the internet is so fast," and the fucking Fresh Prince of Bel Air video was tied into the slap. And I was just like, "Oh, come on, guys! Yeah. Well done for all being on the same page, the same."
The next Marvel character, the Slapper.
Yeah,
it's just
that has a different. That has a different meaning in the UK, Gary. If you're a slapper, you don't slap people in the UK. If you're a slapper, you just it's like sexy time.
It is.
That's what a slapper is.
Oh, yeah. Quick enough. Well, this show always turned me on.
I was going to say, I'm glad it's not just me.
You felt a kinship when she said that. You're like, oh, thank God.
Oh, God, thank God it's not just me.
I don't have to hide it anymore.
See, Mom, it really is sexy. Leave me alone.
Don't have to hide it. Right then, shall we move on?
Yeah, man. I mean, let's not just can we just? I know we're a geek show, and again, not exactly geek related, but this slap news took away from the distraction. Took away from the news about the drummer from the Foo Fighters dying.
Oh yeah,
stealing somebody's thunder with a dirty little slap.
Yeah.
Who knew what that guy?
On the young as well.
Man. I know.
Yeah, he was 50 or something.
Yeah, everybody I've seen in the music world that's worked with him, met him, they all think they're his best friend. They fucking love him. They're devastated by it. You know, it's really crazy. Yeah.
It's true.
Sad times.
True.
Yeah.
Right, let's cheer ourselves up a bit with a bit.
Come on, bring it on.
So the top, we always try and have a film person's topic now, an actress or an actor's topic. We can go through the film career. So we've picked Sandra Bullock tonight to have a quick look at some films.
I have got nothing but love for Sandra Bullock.
What about the films, though?
And a lot of the films, love.
Okay,
Love.
so what should we do here? I've got several pictures from films. Have we got any favourites? Should we do that first? And in the comments, if you've got favourite Sandy B.
Sandy B. I mean, Speed's got to be one of them.
I was going to say Speed, because that's where she gets that blend of humour and action chick.
Yeah.
Get ready for Rush Hour. Was this the first film she was in, or was it Demolition?
I think it was one of the ones that it was the one that broke her into the big time. But Demolition Man was definitely before that. Was it? Was it? I'll have a look.
Yeah, man. Look at Keanu's smolder. He's smouldering so
I
hard.
mean, he's got a smoulder, hasn't he?
Smouldering so hard on that picture. He's set the fucking bus on fire. Look at that.
Why does it say get ready for Rush Hour? That's another movie.
Yeah.
It's
that was before Rush Hour.
Yeah,
that's when the executives of Rush Hour saw this poster and went, I've got an idea for a film. It's called Get Ready For. The other guy went, what about if it's just called Rush Hour? And he went, oh yeah, that makes more sense. Just Get Ready For doesn't at all.
Yeah.
That's how they pick the titles.
Dennis Hopper in this, proper hamming it up as the bad guy, aren't you?
What?
Yeah.
Pop Quiz Hot Shot, that's in it.
Yeah.
All that business. Good film, Speed.
I like Speed.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's a good template movie for a lot of things that have come since, isn't
Hey
it?
up. Bobby Blythe, see ya.
Hey, Bobby, how's it going?
Bobby.
Bird Box was good.
Bobby.
Bird Box was good, man. Speed 2, I've never seen it.
You haven't seen Speed 2?
Nah, you've got to watch Speed 2.
Boom.
Why?
I mean, this is, it's terrible.
It's awful. Yeah.
Do you think this film would have been still shit if they had secured Keanu to come back for the season?
Terrible. It's a stupid idea because Rush Hour hits the water. No, it don't, because the boat's like miles from hitting anywhere, and they could have all just got off it, couldn't they?
Not a lot of boat traffic jams happening on the water, is there? There's a lot of space.
Do you know what I always thought with this film? They should have made it a Die Hard film and had him retiring on a cruise, and then it gets taken over by terrorists, and he has to take them all down.
Which he would have done with his arm tied behind his back.
Yeah.
We all know this.
But she hates this film, apparently. Does old Sandy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's not great.
It's not the finest moment.
No. But that's probably one of the only,
Yeah, like Miss Congeniality 1 and 2 were great. Loved Miss Congeniality 1 and 2.
Yes.
Second one somewhere.
She was in Time to Kill, Practical Magic. Love that. Blindside.
Hang on,
love
you went
that.
too quick.
Just love her.
You can't bring the photos up quick enough now.
Can't get it. We're gonna have no left.
Time to Kill, that's a cracking film.
Yeah.
Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. I love that.
Matthew McConaughey, well done. Good, sounded just like him.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah,
sorry, I got excited.
If you've seen the film, he's right. The killer in this film is right. He's right. All the way through the film, he's right. They killed his fucking 14-year-old daughters in a really horrible way. He's right. So it's a good in that one. I forgot she was in that, to be fair. Demolition
Man, Murder, Death, Kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see, there's still an enigma from this film, isn't there? Nobody knows what the three shells are for still after all this time. And that's really cool that somebody randomly thought, we'll just stick 3 shells in the bathroom.
Three.
Why not?
Yeah,
the three shells and nobody can,
Yeah, and Sylvester Stallone has to keep swearing and getting warnings so that he can go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because he's no idea how to use the shells. Yeah.
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 Good film at the time, wasn't it? Good film.
Not good enough for her to put her on the picture. Why is she not on the poster? She's
because it won at first.
She wasn't big enough then. Yeah.
Look how big their names are. Stallone.
Maybe she's hidden behind some of them muscles. Can't see her. Can't see her for pectorals and biceps.
That's what it is. Testosterone's hiding behind the testosterone.
What else we got? We've got. Let's have a look. What we got. One of my favourites. This one. 2 weeks notice.
Oh yeah.
Actually, you know what? You're right. It's not a bad one.
It's been ages since I've seen this.
It's a sleeper hit. This one, in my opinion.
I like it, man. I like it.
You're like, surely that's not going to be any good. 2 weeks' notice with Grant and Bullock? No, it's not going to work. And then you watch it, and then magic happens.
That's not unusual for Grant. I mean,
No.
even that one that he did with Drew Barrymore, music and lyrics, is it?
Oh yeah, it was all right. Yeah,
Something
right.
about him in a rom-com that makes it all right for me
Yeah.
to enjoy it like most of the time.
We've got Big T.
I love While You Were Sleeping.
Yeah.
That's a
Love.
creepy ass film when you think
It is,
about it.
it
As well.
is.
Some of these horror, some of these films, you know, when they do that re-editing of the trailer of a comedy
Yeah.
movie and make it look like a horror, this one would be a good one.
Yeah,
It's very sweet though. I think like
it's sweet
she's
that
in-
she cons somebody's a coma-induced person's family into believing they're together.
No, but
Yeah,
she
it's sweet.
doesn't. She doesn't. What happens is she drags him off the line and saves his life, ends up going to the hospital with him, and she's looking through the window while he's unconscious and says, "Oh my God, like we were going to get married." And then a nurse overhears it. So when the family arrives, she's like, "Oh, I'll go." And the nurse said, "Oh no, you can't go. Like, aren't you his fiance?" And they're so upset about him being unconscious that they're just
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God." And,
No, but
and then
that's the point where she could go, I'm not.
Yeah, that's where she should have told the truth, Nat.
Yeah.
She
I'm
should
not-
have said,
Can't
sorry,
do
when
it.
I said,
Yes, I am his fiance.
when I said we were going to get married, I was talking hypothetically because I've been staring at this guy for ages. I love
and you
him.
don't know
I
why
was
he
going to
exists.
ask him out. That's what I meant.
well, thank God she did because nobody was feeding his cat. That's all I'm saying. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, then, yeah, that's a different story. She saved the cat. That's a different movie completely. Cat Saver, different from Con Lady.
Franchise, Cat Saver 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cats in the Cradle could have been like last one's subtitle, and they'd be like, "What? That don't mean it," and then it just died the franchising.
Oh, the fifth film, she's on the beach. She's retired from cat saving. She gets
Yeah.
a call. It's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. This is about a cat, isn't it? And she's got to go get back into action.
Yeah.
Save
Pulled
another
out of
cat.
retirement. Yeah.
Save the president's cat.
I think we
Why
just-
the fuck aren't we? Why are we doing this show? We should be writing this movie.
yeah.
Yeah, Gary.
We'll write this movie.
Can
And
I
of
give
course,
you
Danny
an
DeVito can play the cat.
We've got
I
Bobby
have
Knight, Gravity.
Gravity. Yeah.
I think George Clooney.
Yeah.
You're right. George
Yeah.
Clooney.
You know one I don't like, guys, and it's probably going to make me about as popular as a fart in a spacesuit, but I'm not a fan of The Blind Side. It sends mixed signals to me. I don't understand why this white lady thinks she could save this guy, but doesn't save anybody else. Just this one guy. It just there's something wrong about that movie. I don't know what it is. Does
Did
anybody
she
know?
win an
what
Oscar for this?
Hey,
I think she won
She
an
got-
Oscar.
got an
I think
Oscar
she
for
got
this, yeah.
genuinely got an Oscar for
Isn't
it.
it like
Yeah.
based on a true story though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just based on a true story. It's based on the extraordinary.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's just me. I don't know. The first time I watched it, I thought it was really great, but then we watched it again a couple of years ago, and I was like, "This is fucking stupid." that's it. But yeah, she's already got her Oscar, so fair enough.
Yeah.
We got more.
Oh, can we give props to Sam Jackson, by the way, finally getting his Oscar?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it was a fair enough. It was a lifetime achievement kind of Oscar. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? Like, look, this is an Oscar because we should have given you an Oscar like 8 times, but
Yeah.
we didn't. So have an Oscar, mate.
Well done, Sam Jackson.
Yeah, God, about time.
Well done. Like trailer for a new movie, Lost City, could be
Me
fun.
too.
Yeah.
Me
I do you know I
too,
haven't
man.
seen it yet.
Oh, it looks like a Jumanji kind of thing. It looks cool.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, it's. Oh,
It's
I
not
don't,
like
when I say
you know,
cool,
you're
I mean,
playing a 12-year-old.
yeah, it looks watchable. The trailer looks all right.
And I like Channing Tatum as well, so yeah. Oh. Kermit just collapsed. Sorry,
I
Kermit.
think that she's. I think she's a writer or is it a game developer or a novelist? I can't remember. Who ends up in her own story.
It won't be a novelist, surely, because it'd be too much like Romancing the Stone if it's that. Is it just Romancing the Stone again? Is that all it is?
Hey, Channing Tatum, that's what it is. Sandra Bullock. Deal with it.
Yeah. Have you seen this one? Here we go. Forces of Nature.
I have seen Forces of Nature actually. And isn't that the one where it's actually quite a sad one, where she's a mum who's had her kid taken off of her?
I genuinely can't remember.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
No. Isn't that 28 Days where she did the
No,
series
28
about being
Days
an
is
alkie?
No, 28 Days is completely different. I've seen 28 Days really recently. That's not the one with a kid in. I love 28 Days. I thought she was brilliant in that.
In Force of Nature is she's like that makes this guy live in hell, his life a living hell.
Yeah, but she's completely chaotic.
Yeah.
And then it's revealed that she's like lost custody of a child, and I'm trying to find here it is.
I've never seen this one, but I've no idea why, because I would watch that. It looks all right.
Because he's trying to get to his bride, and she's trying to help him, but then she just makes things worse.
Oh, we've got the net. Look, we've got a bit of love for the net. Yeah.
Yeah, the net's great. Yeah.
Great film.
Yeah.
Well, that one are early ones as well.
Very early, that.
This is one of them things where it's so dated now, isn't it? Because of all the computers, they've got like these giant machines. It's got like 4 megabytes, and they're like, "Oh my god, 4 megabytes!"
Yeah.
Her driver's license, her credit cards, her bank accounts, her identity deleted.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I gotta say though, coming back to 28 Days Later, I mean, I think Sandra Bullock can act, but that, in my opinion, was the best piece of acting she's ever done. In 28 Days. 28 Days. Coming back to 28 Days. It's absolutely brilliant. Like, I cry every time. Yeah, cry every time I watch it.
She play a good drunk?
She gets forced into rehab, doesn't she? So she ruins her sister's wedding, goes into rehab. But like, there's a really early turnout from Viggo Mortensen in it. He's one of the people in the rehab facility, and it's all like, it's so, honestly, so good.
Okay.
Lovely.
I mean, it's no Speed 2 Cruise Control.
It's no Speed 2. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's no Adventures of Pluto Nash.
No.
What else we got? We've done Time to Kill. We don't got Proposal with
Love that film. That's a great rom-com. Ryan Reynolds is fucking good in that one.
It's funny, that one. Yeah.
Pre Deadpool, I believe, isn't it? But
yeah,
he's always had
definitely
that Deadpool behind his eyes, even in
before.
shit stuff like Van Wilder. He's always had that gift of the gab.
Deadpool waiting to get out.
Yeah.
Have you seen this one, Ocean's 8?
Do you know I haven't?
No, actually. I think they said what I thought they'd said everything they needed to say with the Oceans that came before this.
Oceans.
And they were so bad that. Do you remember one of them came out when we were at Cannes, Lummy?
Yeah.
The one where Julia Roberts' character meets Julia Roberts.
Yeah, and we were like, we're done.
What the fuck?
We're like, we're out of here.
Yeah, it was absolutely awful. So I think since then I've been skeptical about any Oceans movie.
Yeah.
This one could be good. It could be like the Ghostbusters reboot. I know they've gone for that female cast angle, which, as far as I'm concerned, do what you want. If you want to remake every movie full of men with a female cast, do what you want. That's fine. And this could be a good one. Bloody
feminazis ruining everything by putting vaginas in it. I thought I'd say that now, just for later.
Oh no, I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying bring on the vaginas, bring them, stick them in everything.
Well,
remake everything with women. Flip the roles completely. Make Star Wars with the female cast and all the men and women.
Flip the vaginas. How do you do that?
Only women know. Do you know what? I loved The Heat. I genuinely enjoyed it.
I've not seen this actually.
It's Sandra Bullock plays the straight man to Melissa McCarthy's comedy.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you watch Red Dwarf, the Rimmer and Lister relationship, where Sandra Bullock is Rimmer and Melissa McCarthy's Lister. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
I really like Melissa McCarthy to a point. How do you say this without sounding like a twat? I like the stuff where she's funny. I don't like the stuff where she's not funny.
There's some films she's too shouty in, ain't she? I do like, though. Have you ever seen Mike and Molly, the sitcom?
Oh, dude, that is where I first came in contact with her. She's fucking amazing in that show.
It's great.
It's a great show.
Well, if you like Mike and Molly, I think you like The Heat. She's very funny in it. I liked it. Yeah, give it a go.
I thought
Mike and Molly, though, the writing in that's great. I love it. fantastic.
All right, why do you just marry it? God.
I can't, because you can't marry a sitcom now. Do you not understand?
Jesus, nah.
Fucking hell.
Honestly.
I've tried.
I've tried.
Yeah, we know. We saw the court
Bobby,
case.
the love for
Yeah.
Mike and
Yeah,
Molly.
Bobby,
Mike
yes,
and Molly. And I
Bobby.
tell you what, we all know he's not going to be marrying Mike and Molly
No.
unless Heidi High's already married.
Oh, there was a Heidi High documentary on Saturday night.
Was
Here
there?
he goes. Here he
Did you watch
goes.
it?
It was beautiful. It's on
Was it
5
on
on
Channel
demand.
5 by any chance?
Gary, do you know
Five on
what
demand.
Heidi High is?
Yeah, I know.
I
you
do
know
not
how I
know what
know
Heidi High is.
Out.
Gary, don't.
You don't know what Heidi High is?
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
very, very niche, like what, 70s, 80s
Is there any way
British
to play?
sitcom.
British sitcom.
Is there any
Yeah,
way
let's
to
just
play?
watch an episode of it now, Lummy.
Yeah,
Right in the middle of the fucking
Think
show.
we could do that.
How about Mike and Molly
We
versus
could do a
Mork and
live
Mindy?
commentary episode on Heidi High, the first episode for Gary.
No, let's
Did I
not.
get-
Let's not put Gary through that.
What did you say,
Gary's
Gary?
opinion. Sorry. Go on.
Mike and Molly versus Mork and Mindy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, don't be afraid. Oh, my friends. Oh.
That's just a giant crossover.
Oh.
Versus, I mean, Mike and Molly's funnier.
Oh.
It is. It's fucking funny. That show is funny.
Well, do you know why? Do you know why? Because they actually give jokes to everybody rather than just Robin
Yeah,
Williams.
just having an insane, funny cokehead rattling around the stage, doing everybody's head in.
Yeah.
Hey,
It was massive
careful.
at the time.
You'll be careful, Webb.
He was
Don't make me come
cokehead.
over there and slap you.
Lummy hates it
Yeah.
when you bring up the fact that all these comedians he loves were massively off the tits on fucking drugs. He hates it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
They
slap
all were,
you.
buddy. Sorry.
Look, Chris, it happened. Webby and I, as Stephen King fans, can embrace the fact that Stephen King spent much of the 70s and 80s off his tits. And that's fine. So just go with it. It's fine. They were all mental.
Can I just, I'd
Yeah.
like to just apologise for lashing out at Nathan in the flap.
No, not accepted.
Yeah,
It's not
got me-
accepted.
I got,
Apology not.
it was the heat of the moment, you know. He was saying things about Robin Williams, and I just lost it. You know,
Do you know what,
And
man? I understand.
I
you
think
have to,
as
protect everybody.
I think as a protector of Mark and Mindy and Heidi High, I took it on myself to slap
You
everybody.
did.
Silly.
I mean, it is an annoying sort of fact that most of the people that we grew up watching and listening to have had an alcohol or drugs phase, but it's coincided with a period of being very prolific. Stephen King's best shit came out when he was off his tits.
Oh my god, yeah.
You know
Although,
what I mean?
you know what? Some of his really recent stuff's amazing.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
In
I
the
mean,
Institute.
yeah, he is doing really well.
Mhm.
But you know, the classic stuff that people still go on about now, you know.
Oh,
it's
I
all
don't think he
gonna-
remembers writing some of it, does he? That's how.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, can't
Yeah.
even relate to it, can he?
Maybe he didn't write it.
Oh God!
You just blew my mind.
We don't want to open.
Lum, hit us with another
Oh,
poster.
sorry, I'm just watching Heidi High clips.
Give us some Bullock.
I genuinely was just watching Heidi High clips and not listening to anything you're saying. It's got me-
Right, you've got a problem. You must have seen it by now.
I've just found, I was just looking on YouTube, I'm finding a clip for Gary to watch, see what he thought. And I found, it says, Heidi High, outtakes and bloopers, very funny, with swearing.
Oh, brilliant. I love a bit of swearing.
That's a premium.
I don't know if we can watch that. We might
Don't be
do it at
getting
the
a
end.
struck. You got a struck from watching bloody Markham and Wise the other week.
I
We
know.
didn't see that one.
Yes, yes.
Can't believe it.
Good
Got a
Lord.
strike. Yeah.
We need to find
What are the
yeah.
Sandy B stuff have we got then? Let's see.
Come on. You've
Sandy
not
B.
mentioned one yet that was very recent and very good. I haven't seen this.
Hang on a minute. Have I seen this one?
Seen the terrible Photoshop job they've done on the poster. Look at it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the one where she plays a really small person.
Yeah. Who lives on his shoulder.
Incredibly close. That
What's
seems
it
like I'd
about?
like that. I think I'd like that.
I think it's about Tom. His dad dies in September 11th.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
And it's got autism and he has to wear earphones and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
I think. Oh, there you go. Lake House with the
Yeah.
Back Together. Speed 3.
Oh, Keanu.
Speed 3.
Is that the one where they leave each other love letters? through time in a special post box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that one.
I mean, it sounds great.
It's not bad, actually. It's all right. Hey,
I'm going to leave a letter in the post box.
Don't you like it?
Excellent.
Why didn't he use his phone booth to do it?
That'd be good, yeah. Blend some movies together. You could do that.
That'd be excellent.
Yeah, if you cut together some footage from the Lake House with some from The Matrix and some from John Wick and some from Bill and Ted, that'd be a movie.
That'd be good.
And
Bobby Blythe, a bit of a crush on Mindy in the day. We're talking about.
I mean,
who
wouldn't?
Who didn't?
Me too, yeah.
We all did.
Who
Bobby.
wouldn't?
Get in line, Bobby.
Yeah.
But some of these crushes come back to haunt you as an adult. You think, oh gosh, I'm really surprised that I fancied them. But she's not one of them. She's one of them. So I totally would still fancy.
She's a keeper.
She's a gilf.
I mean, grr.
You know what I mean? Thank you, sexy time.
I like how all these trolls come on here and we actually use them.
Yeah.
Use them. We twist it round on them. We troll them.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I forget. What's the first thing that person said?
Oh, come on. Keep it, Gary. You know what she said, Gary.
Finally, she's telling the audience something we've all been feeling.
Yeah, man.
It's nice that she did verbalise essentially what we've all tried desperately to verbalise for weeks and weeks. That's very true.
That's true.
I wonder if she'd feel the same way if Gittins was on it. No offense to Gittins, but I'm just wondering how that affects the sexiness of the show. Like, is it more sexy, less sexy?
Who knows?
I don't want to leave.
I mean, he's got that like sweep of hair.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be quite like make her feel quite romantic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dashing because he keeps doing that.
Maybe.
She wouldn't be able to control herself. She'd kill for us.
Yeah, she would.
Oh dear, I don't think he's really got the virus. I think he's spending a bit of alone time with sexy time.
I'm going with Gary. I think he is sexy time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I've been saying that regardless.
Yeah.
Have we skipped any Sandy B movies?
We've not mentioned one yet. That was a big one.
Mention them because I don't think I've got any more posters for the others. So.
Bird Box.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Fantastic.
Great film. Yeah.
Mainly as well when she does a film that's completely out of Sandra Bullock's character. So you're expecting Miss Congeniality to show up, aren't you? And give a couple of winks and make some silly jokes, do something crazy. Maybe her hair gets messed up at some point, and that'd be really funny. But like when she did Bird Box, it really is balls to the wall, like having to tell your kids. And I've got, like I say, I keep saying it just happens to be true. I've got a kid myself, and you do have to stop them fucking killing themselves. You do have to stop them hurting themselves all the time. So you do get that very pragmatic, very like, no, this is what we're doing. You're going to put your blind, get in the box, shush. I haven't told him there's no aliens, but you know.
Yeah, you still make him get, yeah.
It was a good film. I heard the book. I don't know if you read the book, Nat.
I've read the book too. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed the book.
I didn't read it. I've got it, but I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really well written. But I think that they did a great job in translating into the film. I thought it was really well done. Yeah, enjoyed it. And Scary Hello,
Surf Dude.
Surf Dude.
How's it going?
How are you all? We're good, thank you, Surf Dude.
Well, good, Surf.
How are you?
You know what?
How are you?
How are you? Yeah.
You know what? Surf Dude's just in time for because we didn't get a chance to properly talk about Miss Congeniality and the fact that Michael Caine's in it. And the fact that one of you has got to do a Michael Caine impression now we've said it.
Is there a line in it that he says that you want?
I can't remember. I just think he's brilliant in it. In fact, it's probably one of my favourite Michael Caine roles as well as Sandra
Isn't he
Bullock.
doing basically the same role as Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? He's mentoring her, isn't he?
Yeah, he's mentoring her.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
Is it him who's in it?
Yeah, Michael Caine is definitely.
Yeah,
he's the pageant.
Her.
Yeah.
I thought it was William Shatner.
No, he's in it too. William Shatner is the pageant director, and Michael Caine
in a movie, man.
Michael Caine's like a disgraced pageant coach who basically the FBI hire to turn Sandra Bullock, this like chewing with her mouth open tomboy, like disgusting
Ball
Cop.
scratching cop.
Hang
Yeah.
on, it's me. Right, okay. I heard that name mentioned. I thought I'd come on. What would you like to know? What do you want to know? Don't waste my fucking time. What do you want to know? Come on. Come on. What do you want to know? I'm here. Oh, fuck this. You got him there. You could have asked him something.
He's got on time, man. He's one of them dudes. Every time I see him recently, he seems to be rushing his way through something because he thinks he's going to die soon or something.
Yeah.
Like, dude, believe me.
Yeah.
Just went.
Oh,
I think that Chris Lumb needs to go back and watch Miss Congeniality. That's what I think.
I might, actually. Now you've told me that Kane's in it, I'm like...
He's in it quite a lot as well because he's essentially coaching her.
9:54.
Hey, from South Africa.
Wow. Are you getting a train from South Africa? 9:54. Hey.
Oh, that is the worst. Surf dude, don't listen to him. It's a bad joke. That's a dad joke, Chris.
Well, a joke. Yeah, not one. Hey.
It's a pretty long journey, that. Well, depending where
nice to see you, surf dude.
Yeah, not one. Huh?
Nice of you to take a break from surfing to come and watch the show.
Yeah.
And thank you for not getting horny. That is a problem we're having.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean?
Horny.
Hey.
I mean, he's got a repertoire, surf dude, of actually pretty good.
Not a lot of stuff on
Passable impression.
Yeah, you've got.
He does 3 voices.
And they're all Michael Caine.
Yeah.
What are your top 3 voices, Chris? What do you think?
Me. This show's about all of us, not about me. So.
No, I want to know what you think your top 3 impressions are.
I want to put his impressions to the test, right, and see if he can do impressions with the people that are leaving comments. What does Surf Dude sound like, man? Who is it? What's his name again?
Yeah.
Surf Dude. That's what it's be like a can of ribs.
All right. And Sexy Time?
Sexy Time will probably be a voice like that. Because it is the computer generated voice.
Well, that's his best impression. That's the best one.
Yeah, that beats Pierce Brosnan, hands down. That does. Do Pierce Brosnan. Go on.
I can't do Brosnan.
Go on.
I can't
You can.
I like his Billy D.
It's me, Pierce Brosnan. How are you? You know, I was in GoldenEye, the most popular Bond film ever made.
Maybe do impressions of us.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Nat, have you ever?
What's
have
the
you ever
line? What's the taffin line? What is it?
I'm gonna have to find the clip for you. I used to listen to this show, Nat, called the Adam and Joe Show when they moved to BBC Radio 6. And they did this whole bit about this film that one of them had seen with Pierce Brosnan. Before he made it big, he was quite big in Ireland, and he was in this film called Taffin. And he says, you've got to listen. It's like the worst acting you've ever seen.
I'll try and I need
like
to
nobody's
it.
ever said this in the same way this is being said by Brosnan. Check this out.
Hang on,
so intrigued.
I ain't got it yet. I ain't got it. I'm gonna have to download the bloody thing.
I'm so intrigued.
Oh, it's amazing. Keep talking because I've got.
Oh, have you lost it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe you shouldn't have been here or something. Is it that?
I mean, what was Pierce Brosnan's first big film?
Maybe you shouldn't be living here. Yeah,
that's it. Well, maybe you shouldn't be living here.
But it's worse than that because he goes, maybe you shouldn't be living here.
Yeah, I've got it. It's coming. It's coming.
I need to know the context. What is the context?
He's having an argument with somebody in his apartment with a lady.
Alison Doody, who was in Indiana Jones' Last Crusade.
The very same Doody.
Ready.
I'm ready.
For Taffin. I've even named it Taffin calmly suggests somebody moves out. There we go. Ready.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh my God, the anticipation.
Are you watching it? Where's it gone?
There's nothing on the screen.
There's nothing there, Lummy.
Frozen. You're all frozen.
I felt like
no.
I felt like you were watching it.
Boy, that was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, only Chris saw that. Now he's gone.
Technical stuff.
Now he's gone. He's out of here. Oh well.
Oh, hang on a second. If you want something doing right,
do it yourself, Webby. Are we going to listen to it as a voice clip?
It's so awesome. I'll show you the video on my phone. I don't know if you can hear it. It's just, hang on a minute. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm not plugged in, am I? Hang on.
What goes on in this town is none of your business.
As long as I'm living here, it is.
Then maybe you shouldn't be living here.
It's still going.
Somebody's doctored it. Somebody's doctored it.
computer.
Yeah, there was all these different versions now. This is like 15 years ago where the ones that were going, maybe you should be living here. They go into like a rap and all, you know what I mean? People really messing with it. But
it killed my computer, Taffy.
yeah, broke your
We just listened to it. We just listened to it on Webb's. On Webby's phone. Yeah.
Did it play at all or not?
I played the wrong version because I played the one where somebody's extended the last line with the last word.
Did it not play on here though? Did it not?
No,
play
I didn't see it.
Oh, I watched it. I thought you were watching it.
I thought, what's he doing?
Oh,
I thought you were
hang on.
messing with us.
Yeah.
We just had a black screen. That's it.
Right. Hope it don't kill it again. Here we go. Try it.
None of this town is none of your business.
As long as I'm living here, it is.
Then maybe you shouldn't be living here.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, that is like the
Maybe you
last.
shouldn't be living here.
It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he felt that, didn't he? That came from his
I
boots.
bet the sound
Yeah.
guy when they were recording that went, fucking hell.
I
Bleeding
felt it. I
ears.
felt it in my soul.
Kick him out. Yeah, exactly. Kick him out.
That's. I think that's what Pierce Brosnan was known for before James Bond, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Was
what has he
Mrs.
actually-
Doubtfire? Was Mrs. Doubtfire before or after James Bond?
Oh, I love
Before,
Mrs.
wasn't it?
Doubtfire. I love that.
It
It's
was-
great.
It
It's a
was
great
before,
voice
yeah?
to do with
Yeah, I
Mrs.
think so.
Doubtfire. What's he says? What's he say? He goes, accent's a little muddled there, Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, so's your tan, dear.
Yeah.
Accent's a little muddled there. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
What can you say?
Are we watching Heidi Hyde now?
Oh, have you got a
can,
clip?
mate.
Oh,
Can.
do you want to show Gary a clip of Heidi
Oh,
Hyde?
I've got this outtake.
Go
thing.
on, go on.
Let's watch some outtakes. Let's see
This
if
is
it's
totally out
Oh.
of context, Gary. How is he supposed to enjoy this? He's not seen the thing. How is he supposed to
Yeah,
know
but
the outcome?
yeah, why are we showing Gary bloopers when he hasn't even seen the
Because
thing?
Lummy hasn't seen it yet, and Lummy wants to watch it, and he can't wait. Turn it off.
Sorry, I've lost it.
Haven't we all, dear?
There she is.
Aren't you and your friend the air marshal? No.
What's the matter with her?
She's collapsed. I think it's nervous exhaustion.
Don't be fun, man. I'm sorry, I don't know what made me do that. Number 5, Gary. Gary what?
Smith.
Jones. She called me a worm. And she's right. That's the most despicable... bollocks.
Aren't you and your friend the air marshal? No. Oh, no, he's got a leader. He's funny, isn't it?
You'll be sat in that barber's chair. And Spike, as the demon barber, will cover your face with soap. Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
It's such a sad song. Wouldn't it want you make to Russia?
Thanks for watching Heidi Hyde. There's lots of funny clips.
Gary, I
So-
can
Please
only
don't.
apologise for how fucking confusing that must have been.
Yeah,
man.
sorry,
Yeah,
Gary.
That
What a nut
informed
job.
me nothing.
Yeah, you've learned.
I did
nothing at
wonder
all.
why. I did wonder what. Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
It's a compilation of people saying, "Oh shit."
bollocks.
yeah.
I mean, Paul Shane classic. You're right.
Paul
You're
Shane.
right. If you the documentary's on Channel 5 now, it's on 5 on demand. Go watch it.
Oh,
Sorry, Gary. Sorry, Gary. You're right, Gary. You need to watch all 9 series to appreciate
No.
it.
Don't do it, Gary.
You
No,
got
you
it.
don't. You need to watch 5 minutes of the first episode to know it's not for you at all, and then skip 9 series and go watch something you like.
Oh dear. Does anybody remember In Loving Memory starring Thora Hird? Classic.
No, God, no, I don't.
Wow. No. Remember Songs of Praise with Thora Hird?
I love that name though. Thora Hird.
She was great. Thora
It's a
Hird's
great.
great.
It's a great.
James Bond movies, read some
I
books.
love James Bond movie and read some books
Hey,
too.
the books are good, you know. The James Bond books, really good.
Well, when Chris reads the books, he reads them as Stanley.
Stanley, what, the James Bond books?
Yeah.
I think you'll find he reads them as Roger Moore or Sean Connery or Pierce Brosnan.
Roger Moore. Ooh.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah, we're all a bit old.
whatever. Except Gary. Gary's young and still got all his IDIs left in him.
He's still got all his teeth and all his IDIs.
Yeah, still got the energy to be chasing after women of the night and trying to find true love.
Where's she gone?
Where is she?
It's quite a scroll back now. That.
Oh, you are turning me on so hard right now. Is your geek show?
I really have a feeling that really might be Rich Gittins.
No,
I don't know, just something about it. Just
he did fucking he would have chimed in again since then. I think.
It's gone. It's a bot in it. What else are we going to talk about? Is that it?
I think that's it. I mean, we should
have we finished Sandra Bullock?
I think so.
I
think so.
We didn't actually talk about very many of the movies, to be fair.
We didn't.
All of them.
We
all
brought
these.
We brought them all.
We've done all.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Well, then, we're done. I'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Before we finish, then, do we have a favourite Sandra Bullock movie or moment?
Having looked through some of these, I quite liked Gravity. Thought that was all right. That was one that tried to tell you after you've seen it. Oh, don't worry, we checked all this out with scientists, and they said this is what had happened, so that's what we did.
And then all scientists went, no, they didn't.
No, they never asked us.
Yeah.
Just made it up.
Didn't ask me, Mr. Scientist. Open up, have fun, sleep now. See you all soon.
Oh, bye, safe dude.
Get your sleep, man. You need that energy
things
for
up in a
surfing in the morning.
Gary, favourite Sandy B film?
Miss Congeniality.
Yeah.
Classic.
Nah.
It's got to be Miss Congeniality or Speed.
on.
No, Miss Congeniality or Speed. They're both great. What about you?
Just play such a likable.
I'm going for 2 weeks' notice.
Yeah, she does play a really good sort of all-American girl next door, doesn't she? And things like Speed.
Yeah.
That film only really works because without her in it, it's another generic action with stuff blowing up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeff Daniels in it as well in that, and he dies.
Yeah, gets blown to smithereens.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, that is a pretty haunting bad guy. The bad guy just loves to blow shit up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He loves it. Yeah. And he's got tunnels, hasn't he? Doesn't he run down? He's got like tunnels to run away from.
In the subway, he gets in the subway and then he's got that
subway
train with explosives.
Not his tunnel. He didn't tunnel it out himself.
Maybe I'm thinking of that other one. There's a film called
The Tunneler.
No, it's got Gerard Butler in it, and the guy.
It's called The Tunneler.
It's called
Gerard Depardieu.
Either Gary has got a really good game face or he's frozen. Oh, he's there. It's fine.
It's called The Ordinary Decent Citizen, is what it's called.
Oh.
I'm sure
it's about a guy who tunnels under the city.
It's about he can't catch the guy because he's got his own network of tunnels. So every time he goes to one location, having worked out the clues of where to find him, he's run off down the fucking tunnel and he can't find him.
What's the worst tunnel sequence in any film?
Oh,
the worst tunnel sequence?
Yeah.
Willy Wonka?
No.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. That bit. There's no knowing where we're going.
Yeah,
it's all creepy and weird.
It's Spectre with that plan. Skyfall with that plan where the bad guy escapes under the tunnel in the high security room that just happens to have a manhole cover in it, and he escapes.
Sorry, I thought you'd ask for my opinion. I didn't realise you got the definitive answer to the question you had.
Have you all seen The Descent? That British horror movie, The Descent.
No.
Oh my god! Right, Webby, how good is it? It's so good. So it's.
I tell you what, I'm claustrophobic, and for me, the film is the first 45 minutes of that film is better than when the monster things come out because they are. It's fucking intense.
Yeah. Honestly, it's about essentially for Chris and Gary. It's about a group of women who decide to go into they're cavers, and they go into these caves, and they end up in like a bit of an unmapped part. There's a like a cave in, so they can't get out the way they came, so they have to try find a new way out. But they discover that they're sort of, I guess, they're humanoids. Yeah,
Can't watch that.
Cannibalistic,
No.
And it's about them trying to escape. If you want a good scary tunnel movie,
I don't like. You know, when like you just said about claustrophobia. When we did school orienteering, I got stuck in a tunnel under. You know, they make you go on under things and.
Oh, you won't like it then. Yeah.
And I got stuck and it started filling with water. I was like,
shut up, seriously.
I've never been more relieved to when the monsters came out in The Descent.
Yeah.
It actually changed pace. It was scarier when they were sweating and they were stuck and it was fucking terrifying.
Alien vs. Predator, good tunnel.
A tunnel. We should do a whole bit about tunnels.
It's been ages since I've seen that, actually.
Back to the Future 2. Good tunnel.
Oh, good tunnel, Gary. Good tunnel.
Good tunnel sequence. Yeah, I agree.
This is the new segment. You're right.
When he fucking flips that hoverboard over the DeLorean.
And then he thinks he's out, and he turns around and goes, "Oh no,
not more! Another horseshit truck! Oh my god! What's the chances of that?"
Tunnels. Let's keep going.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Same tunnel.
Yeah.
Same tunnel.
Yeah. Good. It is a good tunnel.
It's a great tunnel.
I know my tunnels.
Beautiful tunnel.
Any tunnel in the Wile E. Coyote cartoon.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Good tunnel.
Yeah.
Give good tunnel.
In a Heidi High.
There's no tunnels in Heidi High. You showed some respect. There's some train tunnels in Heidi High. There's a station where they welcome the new campers, Gary. And
you've done it now, Gary.
There's a tunnel there where the train comes through. And the funny thing is, on one of them is in episode season 7, episode 4, there's a bit where the train comes and they're stood on one side of the platform. Gary, get this right. The train pulls in, and then you find out they're on the wrong platform.
Gary, I'm sorry. Oh,
good tunnel, Bobby.
Yeah.
Great tunnel movie.
No, there's a fucking lot of tunnels in movies if you think about it. Yes.
We've found the new niche. We've got 4 viewers.
I'm gonna have to Google this now.
Special. If you just join us, welcome to the Geek. It's all Geek to Me tunnel special.
And maybe we could do this. We could take arbitrary things and how they're being applied in Hollywood. So we could have a movie all about mountains. Like, what's the best?
There is genuinely
in a movie.
Yeah.
There is genuinely a Google list top 5 tunnels in movies.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Have we hit any of them?
The Great Escape.
Oh yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Tunnel.
Getting chased by a plane while driving.
Oh yeah.
Got to the tunnel safely.
Also, the tunnel at the start, I guess, isn't the where he finds the cross.
The Mummy with Tom Cruise and Ocean's 13. Yeah, no, they're all rubbish. Don't matter.
Most popular movies tagged with tunnels.
Jesus Christ.
Tunnel
it's all
Insiders.
tunnel to me. Welcome
Tunnel
to It's All
Insiders.
Tunnel to Me.
There's a thing called Tunnel Insider. What? TunnelInsider.com. Tunnel Insider's top 5 movies featuring tunnels. There's one
Have you
called
never
The
had
Tunnel.
Tunnel Insider? It's bloody lovely. Have a bit of tunnel, get a bit of cider, roast potatoes and Yorkshire puddings. Ooh, lovely.
I think it's the same site as you, that now.
Oh yeah, there's a really good, very creepy French horror movie.
Oh, the one in the catacombs.
Yeah, As Above, So Below. That's a really good one. That's creepy.
That's a creepy fucking tunnel. I've seen some dudes on YouTube going to explore it with headlights.
Oh yeah, horrible.
Not headlights. That'd be stupid. Headlights. They don't work as well in the dark. Them.
Headlights.
They can't get you out of a tunnel. You're in the
tunnel special. Oh, Shawshank.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Shawshank Redemption, of course.
What the hell have we never noticed?
Smith, Enemy of the State, slaps that tunnel.
Oh my God. If you count sewers as tunnels, It Too.
We do.
It Too, full of tunnels.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, yeah, let's have sewers as well. Put them in there.
Sewers.
I think we're wasting. We're sure we're not encroaching into another show because we could have one specifically about sewers.
I've got a feeling that we've just shot our tunnel sewer load. If I'm honest,
there'll be one tunnel we're missing.
I reckon there's always another tunnel in that.
Is there any films with the Tunnel of Love in? There is.
Yeah, there is.
There is. There's right. Carry On.
Oh, here we go.
Carry On at your convenience. They go in the Tunnel of Love ride.
You know what, man? We've said tunnel that much that I've
got tunnel vision.
I've got tunnel vision, but I just wondered the word doesn't sound like it means anything anymore.
Oh, I'll tell you what. 28 days later, when he gets chased by the zombies, fast zombies through the tunnel, and the stand where they have to go under the tunnel to get off of Manhattan Island.
Yeah.
Yes. What's the one
American Werewolf in London?
Yes.
What's the one where they get in the tunnel? Oh, Cloverfield, where they get in the tunnel and they've got to be really quiet because the fucking aliens are in the tunnel with them and they all just come piling after them. Aliens. Yeah. Tunnels all over the place in Aliens.
Yeah. Yes, and he blows himself up in a tunnel. Yeah.
All right, next week's challenge then is to find something that's got as many links to movies as tunnels. I'm thinking lakes, rivers, mountains, deserts.
Yeah.
We should just have a great geographical feature at the end of every program.
Yeah. We'll get rid of the retrospective and we'll just talk about.
What about films with trees in them?
Oh, don't. That's a whole different show.
The best tree sequence.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings, isn't it?
Lord of the Rings, pound for pound, has probably got more trees than every other film ever made.
Yeah.
Harry
Potter. A lot of tree work.
So many trees.
Like a hidden dragon, they're literally in the trees.
The Lorax, yeah.
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 There's a lot of trees out there.
What's that murder one? What's that place in Japan where everybody goes to?
Suicide Forest. Yeah.
What's the film that's based around that where they go
Natalie.
there?
Natalie, what's the name's in it?
Dormer.
Natalie Dormer, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's creepy.
Your brother Jeffrey isn't though.
Hey, I watched a movie called Tunnel Inside It. What?
That sounds like it's up Gary Street.
Sounds like our old friend from earlier.
It is just called The Forest. There you go.
Yeah,
she goes to look for her sister's body, I think.
Now
we're talking about tunnels. I bet it is sexy time.
Yeah, baby. Right, well, I'm going to go do some tunneling of my own. I don't know what that means.
Hey!
I don't really know what that means.
You're married now. You don't get any tunneling.
Yeah, next week, hills. Let's go for hills next week.
That's
movies with a good hill in them.
Yeah. What's the best hill sequence?
Hills of eyes.
We're burning through material here.
Because this is 5 weeks worth.
3 shows worth of stuff.
Yeah. Hills. Lord of the Rings again.
Look, will you stop talking? Will you stop using the material for the coming weeks?
Yeah, stop telling us the answers.
Sorry.
Shut up, Chris.
If you want to find out what hill movies
there are again. Shut this shit down.
Don't you tempt me.
Do you want to close the show tonight? Because I don't think Lummy can. I don't think he's got an outer.
I'm not doing it.
Webb, Natalie.
I refuse. I'm not going.
We've got another viewer now, so we're keeping going.
God.
What I love about it, it's like me going up to Webb and saying, "Do you have you seen this movie?" No. Well, I'm going to show you the outtakes.
Yeah.
It's bizarre, Gary. The irony has not escaped us. It's he's a strange man. I've known him for 25 fucking years. I had no idea he was obsessed with Heidi High to this degree.
Oh, it's frightening.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's frightening.
I don't. Yeah, so he's watching it now. That's why he's gone quiet.
Yeah.
He's watching it.
I'm watching you lot. I'm watching you lot.
I think that
he makes
dry. I think he makes Terry wear a yellow coat. That's all I'm saying.
Got my own yellow coat, thanks.
We know there's. We know there's a Heidi High sex tape knocking around Lubby's house.
Yeah, he has the collection.
I just don't get it, but hey, all right, lovely people. I'm going to close the show.
You close the show this week, Webb.
Thanks for your comments. Please join us again Monday night next week.
Monday night,
shifty nights.
Around.
We'll have more Heidi High action, maybe some tunnel talk, bit of hills.
Oh no, we've done tunnel. Let's go on to something else. Let's do hills or.
Okay, can we just say before we put a line through that, right? If anybody comes up with a really good tunnel in the next week or so, bring it to the show. We'll finish the tunnel thing off, but maybe we'll talk about hills, forests. You never know what you're going to get on the show.
Are we expecting Rich back next week?
Yeah. I'm saying I don't know.
he's not going to enjoy this new shift in gear.
He'll get on
Oh,
board with
night,
it
Big Timor. It's been lovely.
once you realise how many.
Yeah, you will,
colours are out
Bobby.
there. Yeah, Bobby, thanks for coming. Big T, Martin, the whole lot of you. Surf Dude, Sexy Girl, whatever your name was. Sexy Time.
Rich
Sexy
Gittins.
Time. Call him. Call Gary. He's expecting you.
Pierce, obviously.
Right.
Pierce,
DMs,
Morgan,
please.
John, Michael, Stan. Thank you
Yep.
to all of us.
Thanks to all the stars. And Taffin.
Should we
Been
do
a
it once
pleasure.
more to play
Yeah.
it out?
Yeah, go on then.
Should we try it?
If we can.
It works. Come on, where is it?
We need a quicker system.
See it.
None of this town is none of your business.
As long as I'm living here, it is.
Then maybe you shouldn't be living here!
You're just laughing, wouldn't you? You just laugh.
Oh, I'd love to see the outtakes. I really would.
That's how
Oh
Chris
my God.
introduces the movie to people. Shows them the outtakes.
Oh, thanks, Bobby. That's nice of you.
Bobby, mate.
Bobby.
We love you too.
Right, let's call it a night then. Let's call it a night. Thanks everybody for watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. As Webb said, thanks to Big Timor, thanks to Bobby, thanks to Surf Dude, thanks to, we missed anybody, Martin, Sexy Time. That's it. I think we got everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks to Will Smith as well for slapping the shit out of Chris Rock and giving us 45 minutes of stuff to talk about.
Is there any chance anybody could get in contact with another celebrity and get them to slap somebody for next week?
I'm sure they'll all be slapping everybody now to get ratings up.
That's it. We'll have it by end of next week. We'll be sick of people slapping each other.
Yeah.
Slaps next week. Right. Wave
kids.
everybody. Wave everybody.
Smile away, boys.
Love you.